have a very specific reason why you decided that this was the game that you were going to make. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have experience, specific reasons. At the time, I just wanted to make it because it seemed like a very cool idea, and because I grew up taking taxis all the time, and it really upset me when people talk about taxis in a negative manner because I only put like very positive thoughts about the taxi industry, even though I see that there's a lot of some negative things. But the thing is, people take the one instance which is bad, and they put it all over the news, and it's that's what defines the taxi industry. But I just wanted to make it because I wanted to make a very a very nice game. And at the time, the mechanics that I put together in the game were very nice to put it. They fit in together, and they play in a world where they feel like they're the taxi boss. And for me, that was the thinking process that went behind the game. And what came out after that was very, very interesting because it was a situation where people could actually play and feel like taxi bosses, and people who didn't know about taxi bosses could relate to the game in very certain ways. And that was very inspirational for me in making the game. That's why I stuck to creating it over the last 2 years, refining it and taking iterations of the game, making a lot of prototypes so that people can actually enjoy it in the most pure form, I think.
Now, how can South Africans get their hands on one of these board games?
Yes, I'm actually looking for it hasn't been published yet, so it's still very much an indie project because but I'm actually looking for a publisher right now. But the thing is, if people, and there's a lot of people that are actually interested in the game, and at the moment I'm doing it via people can send me an email, and then I do an order for them. So I package the product, and I actually like ship it to them, send it to them. And I mean, if I get a publisher, that will be a much easier process because I'll put it in shops everywhere. But at the moment, I don't have a publisher, so that's what I'm doing. So people can send me an email, and then they tell me what they want and stuff like that. And the nice thing about the game is that we're planning on making, the guys that are doing the 3D printing for us are planning on making custom made taxis where people can actually build their own taxis and stuff like. And because the taxis come with signs, because like they come with like little taxi signs on top of them, so people can actually buy the different taxi signs, then they stick it to their taxi. So it's like you can create your own world in a taxi industry. So yeah, that's what I'm actually going for, where people can create their own worlds and play them mechanically in a way that's balanced and fresh.
Now, are you willing to give out your email address so that people watching this video can order their own copy from you in the meantime?
Yeah. My email is titichumia14
Titi, do you think that this is going to be something that you stick with? Do you see a After Robot 2 or perhaps a new type of board game in your future?
Um, I think at the moment I don't know if there's going to be an After Robot 2, but if the reception on this one is great, then yes, there will be an After Robot 2. I mean, I'm working on a lot of projects right now. Like I'm working on a digital game called Montez. It's on Steam. It's on Steam, so people can go and vote for it for green light. And I was actually planning on making a game about to bring a nostalgic feeling to people who still remember the grade 8 years. So it's like a bunch of children play, and a bunch of people play grade 8 characters, and they play the whole year of grade 8, and they try to see who's the coolest person in December. So like I'm fooling around with a lot of projects right now, and I'm also working on a Wits game that it's our project, project for school. We're making a game about Wits that promotes Wits, and they're gonna hopefully put it on the Wits side for people who go to Wits to actually play and have good ideas about Wits. So yeah, I'm working on a lot of projects right now, and it's like I just put games out there. We just put games out there, and then if people like them, we work on them more. And if I mean, it's just a trial and error process, really.
Well, Titi, as a WITS alum, I wish you the best of luck, and I really can't wait to receive Taxi, or After Robot, rather, in my postbox soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you.